Yeah. Okay. So, so there were 557 signed up for the course, and of which 255 have actually signed in. Since 5 p.m. on Sunday, when Jean's week started, 20 have logged in, and including the people that logged in during week 3 but haven't yet during week 4, that adds on another 23, so 43 altogether. In the Google Plus, we've got 240 people, in the community. Obviously, not that many posting, but they've signed it. As far as the
Oh, it's Rob. There's Rob. Hi, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Rob is a big red button.
Oh.
He'll appear in a minute. Okay, keep going then.
For the story fies, the numbers have gone down. Obviously, there was 171 read the first one, 73 read the second one, 56 the next one, 13 the next one.
Oh.
The Z maps, 102 people have put their pin on it, and the age group poll, 84 people have taken part in that.
Right.
So that's statistics so far. I also did a Twitter reach analysis, but I don't trust it. I don't think it was very meaningful.
What kind of things does it tell you?
Yeah, it told you, the reach and the most tweeted and so on. Obviously, the largest impressions are Jean's, because Jean's got a very large following. Largest retweet is me. And yeah, so that's the statistics so far.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so it's good to. We should do that at the beginning, middle, and end, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got all that written down then, have you?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll circulate, put that on the minutes.
Yeah, if you add it to the minutes, because I got some of it, but not all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's the phone going. Course sign up 557.
But I would have thought that to have 250 doing something out of 550 is quite good, really.
Yeah, 255 have actually
I've
logged
actually
in.
looked, yeah. So there's obviously a lot of lurkers. So it'll be really interesting to know whether there's an impact on the lurkers' practice. I think is what we want to find out.
Yeah. Yes, 20 since week 4 started.
Yeah.
And 43 in total since week 3 started. So, because some people might be a little bit behind.
So we got those.
Hang on, I'm just going to get to that one. I've got 40. Say that again. 43.
Which includes week 3 and week 4 so far.
Okay. Right.
Just to give an indication.
Yeah.
Google Plus 240.
Yeah, I've got that.
Do we know how many people have posted on Google Plus?
Oh, no.
No. We'll just have to count them, I think.
We could each count our week, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. For mine, I think it's 9. Sorry, Kim's and mine. 9.
I suppose we need to count who's replied as well.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so the posts and replies.
I think one of the was showing that the pressure was on a bit, because I can't remember which one it was this week.
Yeah, she posted that it was the not being able to keep up. Yeah,
Sharon Elmer.
That's it.
But so
she was relieved, wasn't she, afterwards?
Yeah, lots of them answered and reassured her.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a balance between keeping the momentum going by having something every week, and because if we had 2 weeks for each thing, they'd lose interest completely.
They'd still push it into the last week, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We perhaps need to that everything's still available for quite a while afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. I think we should also perhaps make sure that we give them a link back to the course more often, because the lady from India that posted to say she didn't understand QR codes. She doesn't seem to have been on the course site, so
Right.
I don't know. You know what I mean? I think she's followed through the Google Plus community, but she hasn't been on the course site.
I want to put that as an action, that we make sure that we link back to the course that prompt them to link back to the course from the community. Yeah, we're doing a lot of pushing them from the course to the community. Perhaps not enough pushing in the other direction. Yeah. So Rob, are you there, Rob? Yeah. Can we? How long does the thing remain open for? Hi. Can we extend how long the materials are available for? If you can.
What you want? Yeah. What we can do?
Have we set a limit? Did we set a limit when we shut it off or not?
We set the course to be open for 7 weeks, but that was only because you have to do that in order to get it to display as 7 weeks in the MOOC catalogue. What we usually do is set them up initially, and then later on we'll just turn the end date off so that they can access it as long as we want, and then we'll turn it off manually.
Yeah, so we need to leave the access open for a good length of time. I think that's what we do, so that they can carry on using it. Yeah. Okay.
You can go in until almost the end of April to do their certificates.
Yeah, so I think that's a good length of time for doing the certificates. Yeah, but the actual course materials need to be available for a jolly good length of time, I think. Because there's a lot of things on, and they need to come back to them. Okay, so should we do a digital storytelling update?
Well, just like the stats, it's quite quiet, isn't it? I tried to post something each day. Well, I could put one thing each day, just to kind of keep it alive, really, so that if anyone goes on this, there is something there.
Yeah, they're commenting.
Yeah, they are commenting, and it has sort of kicking off things that's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, so I put some things on today.
Oh, good. I mean, generally on each week, you get their posts until the end of the week.
Yeah.
So.
But they're good at discussing.
Yeah. So there's a core of people who are very willing to interact, which is really doing for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
is she worth taking?
Yeah. There's nothing to post.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And,
I'm just wondering if it's worth putting out a message to sort of everybody saying that you may have got a little bit behind, but don't feel the pressure. Do you know what I mean? Something reassuring, because I think people are likely just not to re-engage if they think, oh, I'm behind, and leave, and that's a shame.
That's a good idea. Do you want to put that in thing as well? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I think the people that are taking part are very, very keen. It would be nice to know for the ones that aren't, the reasons why. It may just be that, there was the initial hype, and then it's sort of, it's got busy, and it happens, doesn't it?
There was the holiday, wasn't it? The initial one was half term.
Yeah.
So the first week was during half term.
And also the early one, it was very much that you could have a go at anything you wanted. And now they've got tasks to do, so maybe they're a bit more, how do I work it in?
They might also be thinking it's Easter holidays next week and I can do it all then.
Yeah.
So there could be a lot of people going back in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And actually, maybe we should reflect that in the message then, if they've got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But not to feel that they have to do those activities, just any of the suggested, extension activities, anything that suits their practice. I mean, I was concerned with technology outdoors. We had a rotten week weather-wise in this country anyway, and a lot of people said we didn't have outdoors in the curriculum.
Yeah.
And that's a good point to take forward, actually. If we're going to do technology outdoors, either we give them fair warning, really, although I know it's said it in the actual list of things we were going to do, but perhaps we either do it in the summer or we're more specific at the fact it doesn't have to be outdoors. It could be around the school or in a museum or
out of the classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although we had some very imaginative trails that week.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I've never seen Padlet used as a trail. I've never seen ThingLink used as a trail, and they were really good. That Padlet was. Yeah. Okay, so are we okay with the Twitter chat for this week?
I've just this minute programmed it, set up the event and started tweeting about it, because it being mine, I'd totally forgotten. Responsibility to other people, but not to myself. But yeah, it's all sorted now. So if there's only me in digital storytelling, so I need everybody to join in.
Yeah, I'll be
so
there.
we need all of us to join in the chat, don't we? And it helps to put the questions.
Yeah, I've put them on the community, I've just emailed them, and I've put them in the event.
Okay, so yeah.
That's been brilliant, actually, having them set up on TweetDeck, Jean. Thank you very much. Excellent.
Well, I still haven't worked out how to do timed ones, but I have. And actually,
it's easy. You just on the schedule.
Okay. But then my computer goes really slow as soon as I put TweetDeck on.
Really?
I think because I don't know whether it's because I follow so many people that there's so many tweets appearing all the time. I don't know.
Well, actually, I have only programmed Twitter chats here. I haven't done it from home.
Yeah. Okay.
I just closed down some of the other
Close the columns. Perhaps I'll do that.
Yeah.
So certificates then. Rob, are we okay with them? Do you think now?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's all the information we need. I guess what we'll have to do is just monitor that or go into that submission area on whenever it is, the 24th of April, I think we said, and see who's submitted and have a look and start reviewing those. And then if we have got some submissions, we can ask finance to set up the ePay code or whatever it is they have to do, and then we can order some certificate paper and things like that. I think we order the paper. I think I still need to check who prints it to us, and then we print them out. But it's fairly straightforward to do.
I think that we will get some people. I think some of the people who are still engaged probably are going for certificates. Is my guess. I changed it back down to Neil seemed to be thinking that we should have 8 posts. So I thought 5.
Okay.
I know he was thinking that we could have posts and responses, but given that we had 5 proper weeks, I think 5 posts is reasonable. Yeah. And we've said.
Okay. Yeah.
You think so? Yeah. We said they can do a ThingLink or a Word document. Yeah. I think
okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. So that's good, I think. So I met somebody from Sage yesterday, and I asked for some free books to give away. I asked for some e-books to give away for completing, so we could do like a prize draw for the questionnaire at the end, to encourage people to join in. So I'm hoping they will give us some. Yeah, they didn't. He said he'd have to go back and ask about it. But I thought we don't really want the paper books, do we? Because we might just send them to China or somewhere. But an e-copy of the book would be a good thing. Otherwise, is there anything else we could use as an incentive to do the questionnaire? I wondered.
No, the e-books would be great if we could do that, because in a sense, I know it's not. Publishers don't like the idea, but it doesn't really cost them anything, does it, to give away some e-books? It's not like there's been it's not like a physical artifact you've got to print and ship off. That would be great to get something like that.
Yeah, so hopefully they will give us some. Okay. And then I just wanted to mention, we are covered for the ILT conference, aren't we? We did have some.
I'm going to be there, yeah.
Brilliant.
I'm hoping
Anna is.
teaching, but I hope to be there.
Yeah. So we are, and Anna was okay for that, was she? Yeah.
And you are?
Pardon?
Are you? Right.
No, I haven't owned up to that yet.
Because I had an email from Ning saying that for the digital assessment, the other one, that we only have to do the Cracker Barrel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we don't have to do the morning for the other project, which is
There is
helpful.
a timetable thing.
We are definitely doing this one, Helen. But actually, your name's down for 2, so
No,
but
because
you're
I'm
not
not.
actually
I
there,
need to
are
make sure. I need to make sure you can cover me because I'm in Greece at a different conference.
The other one is another project that you're doing. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, so I've got digital leaders and I've got the MOOC, and I mean I will write the conference presentation with everybody, but I can't actually deliver it. Is the problem.
Who's going to do the digital leaders one? Will the digital leaders
That's
themselves?
Emma Yule and Evelyn apparently will do it. Yeah. So everything is on the 17th of May. Everything. As well as I'm supposed to be in Brussels as well. I can't go to that either. Okay. But so I haven't owned up that I can't make the conference yet. But I did have a chat with Ali and Ming yesterday about taking everybody out for a meal, about what we can spend the money on. And they agreed that if Karen, I should talk to Karen actually. Karen's not there, is she? I should talk to Karen. Oh, she is there. If Karen agrees, then we can use some of the money to take everybody out for a meal, which would be quite nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we weren't allowed to use it for conference attendance, which was a bit of a shame.
Because we are on ours, aren't we?
You are. Yeah. You're allowed to use some money.
They suggested that that's what we should do with it.
Really?
At the meeting with Ming, yeah, and she actually suggested 2 conferences we should think about going to.
And suggested you use the money for it. Well, why did they tell me I couldn't do that then? It's the same thing.
They suggested an ALT conference in September.
Well,
well,
maybe I'll have another go at that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the ALT conference is in, I think it's Warwick University.
Oh, good.
Not too far.
I've got anything to say.
Well, I might have another go at getting conference money then. Yeah. That would be good. Okay, so...
Rob, did you say we present it at Alt? Did I hear you say?
Yeah, just because Jean was saying about going to the Alt conference.
They suggested that for the digital assessment one that we're doing.
Right.
Right, okay. Well, it's not too far away anyway. I'm pretty sure it's Warwick this year, so it's not too far away at all.
Well, they suggested to me that we did a thing in Berlin in the autumn at the MOOC, where we ran a workshop at some conference that I've been to before.
Mm-hmm.
This
is the online Educa conference. Yeah, it's quite a big one.
It's a big one. Yeah. They said
that
we could have they thought we could have an impact by running a workshop. That they'd done some kind of study of impact on something else they'd done, and it kind of got the university name known and everything. So, so that's a possibility. But yeah, I'll have to come back to that with them. Actually, I was going to ask about the end of course webinar for Linda. Did we want to do that?
Well. Yeah, happy to. But I'm thinking, when do we do it? Because I mean, the tweet chat is on the Thursday, isn't it? And the course really finishes on the Friday, so I don't know how we're going to fit it in.
Yeah, perhaps it's and it is actually Easter, isn't it? So what should we do to say thank you, well done? Perhaps just an announcement that says carry on over Easter, and we'll still interact with you all. And
or you could always have a webinar in the week after Easter when everyone's caught up, and because we had a 2-week lead in, didn't we? We could have a 2-week lead out.
We could. Shall we write that down? Well, that's a good idea. So we could invite Liz and some of the really active people to present their best things that they did. So we get Stephen O to talk about his project. We could get Liz to pick something she'd done, and we could just have a short half-hour recorded webinar.
That would be good.
Kind of celebrating successes. There are some really good ideas in it, aren't there? And we could pick, if we didn't have enough people, we could pick our favourite bits. So we'll do an announcement that says at the end of next week, we'll do an announcement. I'll do an announcement that says well done and thank you, and keep posting over Easter, and we'll have a celebratory webinar at the end of that.
Right.
Fine.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds nice. Is it, Helen? Is it your week next week? Are you with Neil next week?
Yes.
Is it just you?
It's my week next week, and Stacey's had some input, and Wayne and Stacey and Wayne and Sway have all given me something. And actually, Thomas Prosser from Simon DeSenlis has given me this lovely thing around using Microsoft tools in the classroom on a tablet, on a what do I call them? Those Surface tablets. So I think that's okay. It's
Right.
yeah. So that's not Apple, but that's quite good, isn't it? Really, got too much Apple in it. So I haven't finished. I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I haven't finished it yet, but it'll be okay by the end of tomorrow. Yeah, and I've got lots of bits and pieces to share. So shall we put a date in the diary? Well, is there anything else? Is there anything else from anybody, first of all? You okay?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So Rob, if I finish off next week tomorrow, perhaps you could just have a quick look at it on Friday, could you? Just to, though I think I'm
Yes,
okay
yes,
with.
that's fine.
I think I'm okay with the layout and everything. Actually, I don't think there'll be any issues.
Sure, yeah. I'll give it a quick look over, but I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah, I've worked out how to do the next buttons. That's good. That's a useful thing to be able to do. Right. So we want. So we're going to have a break, and then we're going to set a date for a webinar. Let's do that. So today, that's today. So there's next week is the week, isn't it? And then maybe we leave 2 weeks, and then the week beginning the 11th of April is perhaps when we want to have our webinar. Shall we have a team meeting and then the webinar later in the week?
Yeah, then we know what.
Yeah. So can anybody do Tuesday for an online meeting? Or a face-to-face?
On the 12th, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't do it between 10 and 12, or between 1 and 2, but yeah.
Do we want to carry on doing online, or do you want to meet face-to-face?
Online's fine.
Online's fine. Okay, so what time did you say you couldn't do?
If it's Tuesday the 12th of April, I can't do between 10 and 12 or between 1 and 2.
So shall we go at 12, from 12 to 1 then?
What choices?
Tuesday the 12th of April.
I'm
12
happy to
o'clock.
do a face-to-face, Helen, if, you know.
Pardon?
I'm happy to come and meet you face-to-face. What's everybody want to do?
Well, we'll have our meal face-to-face, shall we? We won't have a virtual meal. So is that okay for you? 12 o'clock on? Yeah. Okay. And then, so shall we say that we'll have the Twitter, the webinar? What would it have to be after? Will it have to be after school?
Will that be on the 14th then? Well, at the same
Sorry.
time as the tweet chat would it be at the same time that the tweet chats would normally be? 8 o'clock on a Thursday.
I guess so. Just do those people normally?
Did Liz? I don't know. Somebody put an announcement up to say they could never come on a Thursday and where there was going to be Thursdays. I don't know whether that was somebody quite active.
Yeah.
Has Liz been in the Twitter?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Well, she hasn't because I think she's the one who put the announcement up about.
Well, what about provisionally saying Wednesday at 6 o'clock? Would that work?
Yeah. Because the reason when we were going for Thursday with the Twitter chats was for them to have done enough to have anything to talk about.
Yeah, it was Laura Newton that was the girl that said it.
Oh, was it? Oh, that's okay then. Okay.
But I don't know that name, so I haven't seen her being particularly active.
No. I was worried it was one of the really active people. That's okay then.
Actually, Wednesday isn't that brilliant for me.
Okay. Let's go back to
Thursday. So, well, perhaps should we say 7 o'clock on Thursday?
Yeah. Okay.
Is that okay? And then, yeah.
So that's a webinar.
So I would keep it fairly short, but maybe just go around the people in it, saying, sharing what you like, what you were proud of. Okie
dokie. Is it something that they can share their screen? I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. We do one of these. You can go and share your screen.
But you can if you're on a desktop, but I don't think you can if you're on a tablet.
Can't you?
Well, I haven't got any buttons to do it.
Are you on the tablet now?
Yeah.
Oh, you're very good. Well, they'll have to be encouraged to do it on the desktop then. Well,
Teaching me tablets, Helen. They're clues in the name.
Well, I like the old version of Google Hangouts on a desktop. Is what I do. So can you can see the chat? Can you, Belinda, on your tablet? No. You see, I don't think you in the new version of Google Hangout. You need to go in the Hangout classic Hangouts, and then you get all the old things like the screen sharing is easier and the group chat is easier.
I mean, I just click on the link, and this is what it opens.
What it opens.
It
Yeah, perhaps
open
you have
Google
choice.
Hangout.
No,
The only option it gave me.
Yeah, perhaps you don't have a choice on a tab on an iPad, but on the desktop you've got a choice of the new one or the older one, and I just think there's more functionality in the older one.
Well, we better be specific. If people are going to take part, if people are going to watch but not actually speak and need to be able to chat, then they can't do it on an iPad, or else they can just watch it.
Yeah. So we'll have to send out some instructions. So we'll have to make some instructions for the webinar. Yeah. My understanding, I mean, I haven't tried doing a massive webinar. My understanding is that you can have as many people as you want in the group chat and 9 people in the video.
Okay.
So we can try it. I mean, it's good to be able to do these things, I think. And do you know, when we talked to Helen about having it in the school forum, is she still doing that? Because I was talking to somebody else about that yesterday. I was talking to James about the idea of sharing tools. It was your idea, wasn't it, to share tools for doing film and things?
Mine was about video.
Yeah, at the school forum in the summer.
Yeah, yeah, about different ways of using video tools, Kaltura and so on.
And we could include this, couldn't we? We could include web conferencing tools.
Yeah.
Yes, although I mean we don't support Google Hangouts. So, I mean, we've got Blackboard Collaborate. So, really, we can demonstrate that this is what we've used, but it's not what we would necessarily recommend because it's not one of our, supported tools.
It's difficult, isn't it?
It is.
I've got a whole assignment based around one that isn't recommended. Supported, rather.
Well, does it matter? Well, I was with some PhD, some master's students, and one of them was using what's it called again now? Is it WebEx? No, it can't be WebEx.
Yeah.
Or it might. So one said, well, we use this in our setting, and I said, well, we've been using Hangouts, and then somebody else said they've been using Connect, and we said, wouldn't it be nice to compare the tools? Surely that's okay to compare once. Well, we'll see.
And also, if apart from us teaching, if students wanted to get together in study groups, they would choose the tool they wanted to use, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't be saying, oh, well, the university only supports this one. They'd choose the one they felt most comfortable with. Somebody would probably say, I've used this one. Let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see that news item about the university being Fujitsu?
Fujitsu, yeah.
Fujitsu.
Yeah. At the Innovation Centre, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know about that then?
Yes. I think Ian from our team sent it round to us all. Yes. We didn't know about it before. But the information, what is it, Rob? Information systems course that are running it.
Yeah, it's that one. The hub's going to be over it's going to be over in the Innovation Hub. But yeah, it's something to do with information systems.
So does it mean that we're all going to be using their tablets then?
No, they're just equipping one room over in the Innovation Hub next to the train station, and I think that'll be it's more of a marketing thing, I think, than the strategic direction for the whole university.
Right, okay.
It reads differently, doesn't it,
Yeah.
in the article?
Okay.
Yeah.
So anything else then, or do you think we're sorted for finishing off the MOOC then? Yeah. Okay, thanks everyone.